Oatmeal. For generations, it's been a trusted breakfast favorite across America. Comforting, affordable, and hailed as a heart-healthy hero. But what if we told you that in certain situations, oatmeal could silently sabotage your health? Especially if you're over 60. That's right. Today, we uncover 5 hidden dangers that may turn your daily bowl of oatmeal into a silent threat. This isn't about fear. It's about awareness and ultimately empowerment. Because life after 60 isn't about decline. It's about redefining your strength, purpose, and joy. So grab a cup of tea, settle in, and let's begin. Danger number 1. Oatmeal and artificial sweeteners. To cut calories or manage diabetes, many seniors add artificial sweeteners like sucralose, aspartame, or saccharin to their oatmeal. But here's the hidden danger. These sweeteners may disrupt your gut microbiome, that delicate community of good bacteria that supports your digestion, immunity, and even your mood. And as we age, our gut health becomes even more critical. A 2020 study published in the journal Frontiers in Nutrition found that artificial sweeteners could impair glucose metabolism and increase inflammation, both of which are especially risky for older adults. What you can do instead, try a drizzle of raw honey, mashed banana, or cinnamon. These not only add sweetness but come with natural antioxidants and anti-inflammatory benefits. Danger number 2. Oatmeal with processed plant-based milks. Almond, soy, oat, and other plant-based milks are everywhere now. But many contain additives, like carrageenan, gums, and synthetic vitamins that may trigger inflammation or stomach discomfort, especially in sensitive older adults. Some also contain added sugars, even in the unsweetened varieties. What you can do, check the label. Look for milks with as few ingredients as possible, or consider making your own plant milk at home. It's easier than you think. As one 74-year-old viewer from Iowa wrote to us, I thought I was doing everything right. Switched to almond milk and oats every day, but I didn't realize it had gums and fillers. Now I read every label, and my bloating is gone. Danger number 3. Oatmeal with non-organic strawberries or berries. All love topping our oatmeal with fresh berries. They're delicious and full of antioxidants. But did you know strawberries consistently top the Environmental Working Group's Dirty Dozen list of most pesticide-contaminated fruits? As we age, our detox systems naturally slow down. So pesticide exposure can have a bigger impact, from hormone disruption to neurological strain. The solution? Buy organic when possible, or wash berries thoroughly with a vinegar water soak. And remember what Maya Angelou once said, do the best you can until you know better. Then when you know better, do better. Danger number 4. Oatmeal with too much cinnamon. Especially cassia cinnamon is a favorite in oatmeal. But here's the hidden risk. Most store-bought cinnamon is cassia cinnamon, which contains high levels of a compound called coumarin. In large amounts, this can be toxic to the liver, and older livers are more vulnerable. A pinch is fine, but if you're adding cinnamon daily, especially in big spoonfuls, this could become a concern. The safer option? Look for Ceylon cinnamon, It's sometimes called true cinnamon and contains far less coumarin. Your body and your liver will thank you. Danger number 5. Oatmeal as a meal replacement. Every day without variety. This one might surprise you. Oatmeal is rich in fiber and has many health benefits. But if it becomes your go-to breakfast every day, without any protein or healthy fats, it may lead to blood sugar spikes and nutritional gaps, especially if you're skipping eggs, nuts, seeds, or protein sources to keep it light. Seniors need a balance of protein, healthy fats, and complex carbs to preserve muscle mass, brain health, and energy. The fix: add chia seeds, Greek yogurt, walnuts, or a scoop of clean protein powder to your oatmeal. Or rotate your breakfast with other nourishing options like avocado toast, veggie omelettes, or smoothie bowls. Because variety isn't just the spice of life, it's a key to longevity. So, is oatmeal bad? Of course not. But oatmeal becomes a danger when we unknowingly pair it with choices that don't serve our aging bodies. Awareness is your superpower. And speaking of power, you have more of it than you think. There's a man named Harold. He's 87 years old and lives in Arizona. He used to eat the same instant oatmeal every morning, microwaved with tap water and topped with sugar. But after his heart scare at age 83, Harold made a change. He learned about food, real food. He started making steel-cut oats, added blueberries, flax seeds, and a handful of almonds, began walking each morning after breakfast, and now he says he feels 20 years younger. It's not just what I eat, he told us. It's that I finally feel like I'm worth the effort. Shin, so are you. You are not invisible. You are not too old. And it's never ever too late to care for yourself, to learn, to change, and to thrive. So before you reach for that bowl of oatmeal tomorrow, remember, it's not just what you eat, it's how and with what you pair it. Your breakfast is a chance to heal, nourish, and empower your day. Let it be a step towards the vibrant life you still deserve. Because, in the words of George Eliot, it is never too late to be what you might have been. And that begins with the smallest of choices, even something as simple as breakfast. Now, let's zoom out, because this conversation isn't just about oatmeal. It's about you, your body, your time, your next chapter. Every day, thousands of older adults across America wake up feeling overlooked. They've worked hard, raised families, served communities, and yet, somewhere along the way, society began treating them like a footnote. But we see you, we hear you, and we believe, now more than ever, that your wisdom, your voice, and your well-being matter. So let's talk about what thriving in your golden years really means. Thriving. Tip ahurda 1. Never stop learning. You are never too old to grow. New research shows that seniors who regularly engage in learning, whether it's reading, online courses, or simply trying new hobbies, show slower cognitive decline and greater life satisfaction. Meet Dolores. She's 81 and just took up watercolor painting during the pandemic. At first, she thought it was silly, but now she paints for 2 hours every afternoon with a smile on her face. I thought I was too old to start something new, she said. Now I feel like a girl again. Thriving. Tip number 2. Move with joy, not just discipline, forget punishing workouts or chasing impossible goals. Movement should feel like celebration, not obligation. That might mean dancing in your living room, taking a gentle yoga class, or just walking the dog while listening to your favorite tunes. The key is consistency, not intensity. As Jane Fonda once said, we are not meant to be perfect. We are meant to be whole, and moving your body in a way that brings you joy is a powerful part of becoming whole. Thriving. Tip number 3. Create a circle of connection. Loneliness can be as dangerous to your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. That's not an exaggeration. It's from a 2018 study by the AARP Foundation. But here's the good news. One meaningful connection a week can begin to reverse those effects. Call a friend. Join a walking group. Volunteer. Even smiling at someone in the grocery store can be a spark. You are not meant to go through life alone. Connection is medicine, and you deserve a daily dose. Thriving. Tip number 4. Say yes to purpose. Purpose doesn't retire when you do. It evolves, and one of the greatest gifts of aging is finally having the space to ask, what lights me up now? It could be mentoring a young person, Esther. Writing down your life story, growing a garden, or simply being a loving presence for your grandchildren. One 68-year-old nurse from Ohio told us, I thought retiring would be the end of my purpose. But I've found even deeper meaning by mentoring new nurses in their first year. Purpose doesn't have to be big. It just has to be real. Thriving. Tip number 5. Protect your peace. As we age, our nervous systems become more sensitive to stress and more appreciative of calm. That means it's okay to let go of people, habits, and environments that drain your energy. It means choosing peace over perfection, stillness over noise, and grace over guilt. Light a candle. Pray, meditate, or just sit quietly on the porch and watch the wind move through the trees. Peace isn't a luxury. It's your right. And when you make room for peace, your entire body begins to heal. We know it's not always easy. Life brings losses, health changes, loneliness, and sometimes the sense that your best years are behind you. But we're here to remind you, with all the sincerity in our hearts, that your story is not over, not even close. You are in a sacred season, a time of harvest, a time of reflection, a time to pass down your wisdom, and to live with even greater intention. There is power in aging. There is beauty in your lines, your scars, your laughter, your silence. And there is still so much life waiting for you. In the words of the beloved Fred Rogers, often when you think you're at the end of something, you're at the beginning of something else. So take care of your body. Feed it with love, with purpose, and with knowledge, even starting with something as small as your morning oatmeal. To recap, oatmeal can be a wonderful part of your diet, but be mindful of sheer, artificial sweeteners that hurt your gut too. Processed plant-based milks with additives 3, non-organic berries with hidden pesticides, excess cassia cinnamon 5, a lack of variety and protein in your morning meal. Make one change today, just one. Because You deserve to feel well. You deserve to feel seen. And you deserve a life filled with meaning, no matter your age. We'll leave you with this quote from the legendary Betty White, who lived joyfully until 99. It's your outlook on life that counts. If you take yourself lightly and don't take yourself too seriously, pretty soon you can find the humor in our everyday lives. And sometimes it can be a lifesaver. So here's to your health. Here's to your laughter. Here's to a bowl of oatmeal done right, and a life done even better. From our hearts to yours. Keep going, keep learning, keep living, and above all, keep choosing yourself. Because for far too long, older adults have been told they're past their prime. But that couldn't be further from the truth. You are in the prime of something different, something deeper, the prime of wisdom, of clarity, of knowing who you are, and what really matters. And that makes this chapter one of the most meaningful of all. So let's talk about how to continue nurturing that, not just with food, but with mindset, with habits, with heart. Let's begin with your environment. Your surroundings shape your mood more than you realize. A cluttered room can create a cluttered mind. Too much noise, too much TV, too much artificial light. These things quietly wear you down. But a calm space, with sunlight, plants, soft music, maybe even a scented candle, or essential oil diffuser. That kind of space restores you. Don't underestimate the power of your home to become your sanctuary. Try this. Open one window. Clear one table. Play one favorite song. Start small, but start. As Dr. Wayne Dyer once said, change the way you look at things, and the things you look at change. Now let's talk about gratitude. Gratitude isn't just a feeling. It's a practice and a medicine. Studies from Harvard and UC Berkeley show that older adults who keep a simple gratitude journal have better sleep, improved immune function, and greater life satisfaction. And you don't need a fancy journal. Just take a piece of paper or a sticky note and write. Today, I'm grateful for, it might be a warm cup of tea, a phone call from your daughter, the way the morning light looked through the trees. Whatever it is, notice it, name it, write it down, because what you appreciate appreciates. Now, let's come back to you. You are not a burden. Let's say that again, louder this time. You are not a burden. You are a soul with stories that matter, a heart that still loves deeply, a voice that still carries truth, and a presence that can still light up a room. Whether you live alone or in a community, whether your hands shake when you write, whether you're 62 or 92, you still have so much to give. You still belong. We know aging isn't always easy. There are losses, there are aches, there are moments of feeling invisible, but there is also tremendous beauty, because no one can take away the lessons you've learned, the lives you've touched, the kindness you've shown, or the strength you've built through decades of storms and sunshine. And every morning when you wake up, you have a choice to let age define you or to let spirit guide you. Let spirit win. Eat with love. Move with joy. Laugh loud, speak gently, and rest deeply, because you deserve it. Because you've earned it, and because the world still needs what only you can offer. So let your oatmeal be warm, Let your mornings be slow. Let your days be rich with presence, peace, and purpose. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be you. And we are so grateful that you're still here, still learning, still growing, still choosing a better, brighter, wiser way to live. One bowl at a time. One breath at a time. One beautiful day at a time. If this message touched your heart today, we invite you to share it with someone you love, because the journey is better when we walk it together. And if you're looking for more stories, more wisdom, and more tips to help you live a healthier, happier, more meaningful life after 60, stay with us. There's so much more to come. Because you are not finished. You are just getting started, and we're honored to be part of your journey. Here's to your health. Here's to your joy. And here's to a life that keeps surprising you. Even now, you've got this, and we're with you every step of the way. Because the road ahead is not just about avoiding disease or managing symptoms. It's about rediscovering joy, reclaiming your spark, and rewriting the story of what aging truly means. For too long, getting older has been framed as a decline, a fading. But what if it's actually an unfolding, a blossoming into your truest self? What if the best version of you is still arriving? Let's imagine something together. Tomorrow morning, you wake up, you step into the kitchen, you prepare your oatmeal. This time with intentions to fresh blueberries, a sprinkle of organic flaxseed, a dash of cinnamon, the right kind. You breathe deeply, you pause, you feel present. It's not just breakfast anymore. It's a quiet act of love for your body, and in that moment, you remember this life is still yours to shape. One bowl, one breath, one beautiful choice at a time. So here's your gentle reminder. Your age is not a limitation. It's a credential. Your story is not over. It's gaining depth. Your presence is not fading. It's shining with wisdom. You are allowed to take up space. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to start fresh at any age. And you are deeply worthy of wellness, wonder and warmth in the years ahead. As Maya Angelou once said, my mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive. And to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humor, and some style. That's the kind of life we wish for you. Not just more years in your life, but more life in your years. So today, maybe you'll go for a short walk. Call an old friend, laugh at a silly memory. Declutter one drawer, say a prayer, or simply sip your tea a little slower. Whatever it is, do it with love. Do it with presence, knowing that small things build big lives. And if the world ever tries to tell you that you're too old to matter, let your life be your answer. Let your joy be your rebellion. Let your choices, no matter how small, be your legacy. You are not a number. You are a force. And the best parts of your story may still be unwritten. So go on, live well, love deeply, laugh freely, and never forget, you are still becoming, coming.